Okay, brother. You right? You've been here how many days? 4 days. And I remember one time you said you had a vision. I don't remember exactly what the words were, but I remember what I got from it is that one day you like to be referred to as a beast. Someone using you as that inspiration.
Yeah.
It's been it's difficult for me to talk right now, but it always is when I give out a monk bead. But this is very special. They all are. That would be. They all are. But everybody knows how special Miracle J is, right? So we have dragons and nagas and philosophers and demons and we got all kinds of shit. But we only so far we got with just one miracle, right? And so far this is you. And a miracle is something that's unexplainable to us, right? And we just that we wish for miracles. There's a course in miracles I've been trying to understand. But a miracle is that thing that when we think about it or we see it, we just know the divine has touched it somehow. It goes beyond our comprehension, and to try to put words on it takes away from the miracle, I believe. So we just call it a miracle. How did that happen? That was a miracle. I don't name people by accident because words are very important to me and they all come to me. So how, I don't know. I don't really care anymore. But you're a miracle, right? Miracle J. Miracle J the Prophet. That's the addition. The OG. It's a bunch of names, right? I got a bunch of names. When you're that big, you can't just be named by one name, right? You gotta have a bunch of labels to try to capture the essence of the being. As we fail to do that, the closest that I've come to experiencing what you have is just my girlfriend, whose body has just been messed up since childhood, and I've been there. I've seen what pain can do. Pain, physical pain, not emotional pain. To you, emotional pain should be a joke. Physical pain changes people's personalities. I've seen women, I've seen men, get hit and suddenly they lose all goodness. It's very difficult to be a good person and be in pain. It's very difficult to be inspired and be in pain. It's very difficult to be motivational, to be kind, to be caring, to be charitable, to give a fuck. Because there's pain. And first, the organism has to take care of itself. So how could I extend a hand if every time I extend a hand, I hurt? Right? The fact that the present physical condition that you're facing wasn't given to you at birth adds another element to this. Some people were born like that. You got to experience the skateboarding. You got to experience the physicality of a healthy body. And then now you get to experience the physicality of a not as healthy body. I don't know the kind of strength it takes to be you. It's got to be a lot. Fuck. that's something I can't, or I choose not to imagine. Right? So, how does somebody do what you do? The question that you got to be asked is, how do you do it? And you got to know that you got to answer the question, because that's the question I have for you. Right? How do you do this shit? How do you stay good? How do you stay strong? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay inspired? You know, how do you not be so pissed off? Because I'm angry for you. You're added to the list of questions that God has to answer. Right? So, you know, I admire strength and power, and I despise weakness. I can't stand weakness. You know. So wherever I look, I try to find strength, and I don't want to find weakness, because I don't want to have nothing to do with it. But what makes you, in my eyes, I only know you from the outside. You know yourself from the inside. That's why you got to answer the question. I can't text right now. The question the Miracle J has to answer is, how do you do it, man? But don't be shy about that, because that answer, even, I'm not going to name myself. I've named myself many things, but I've never named myself. And that's going to have to stay my secret. But even someone like me doesn't have that fucking answer, right? I find you fascinating in the most respectful way, right? When you were coming here, I told my girlfriends, this is a very important guest coming here. I said, my life now is going to bring very, very, very big people here. And I said, this person is a very special guest here, because I don't know what I'm going to do for him, but I want him to walk away with his name, Miracle. I want him to experience a miracle in here. And you know, there's been a lot of little miracles since you've been here. I think miracles follow you. And that's what you got to know, right? You can bless people with your presence. And what I want to remind you is that it's going to require your voice uninhibited. Don't look back. Speak exactly what's in your mind, exactly what's in your heart. Just don't look back. And the world needs to hear you, okay? Big time. And you know, I'll be the amplifier. Doesn't need, you know, just speak and watch. So, you know, from here you go forward, you know, I'm expecting something from you. I really am, though. I expect you to bring the giants to their knees. You know, I expect to see a hero with a cane walking around, and with the power of his words and his mind, you know, bring everybody to their knees. So that's a very powerful. You know, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. It wasn't in the beginning there was legs, and the legs were walking. In the beginning was an arm, and the arm was reaching. The beginning was the Word, and you got the Word. Even when they try to take your word, you just, nope, I'm going to speak. Okay? So now you got it. Now no more shyness, no more inhibitions, because you're representing IMC Warrior Monk. Whatever else you represent, you will. But you always represent this as long as you want to represent this. It's ad vitam aeternum, until misbehavior. And what's a misbehavior for you? You got a big, big responsibility. I'm going to charge you with that responsibility today. This is a different kind of a talk. This is that when you go out, man, you can't help but to stand straight. She's never bowing your back. You can't. Even if you get hit by a lightning bolt, you're gonna stand straight. Anything that hits you makes you straighter now. Anything that hits you makes you straighter now. Fuck that. Those days are done. Those days of wondering. You're about to reject many women. They have to qualify to talk to Mr. J. Fuck that. You know what I mean? We need a Professor X in the world. It's not my job. I got other shit I gotta do. But we need a man, when he speaks, everyone listens. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, next presenter, everybody sit down. Everybody sit down and hush. Okay? We're blessed to have him here. He's a prophet. Many men will talk about many things, but only one man here can speak about a miracle. Is the one who's experienced a miracle and keeps experiencing a miracle. That's you. It's Miracle J, prophet. So, moving forward from here, this is yours. You're a bona fide, sanctified, INC ordained monk, fighting monk, a shape-shifting monk. Now let's just keep seeing miracles happen. Anything God gives you, right on. Anything the devil gives you, it just becomes part of your teaching. That's it. And a teacher can teach anything. That's why you're untouchable. But the more experiences you have, the more you could say, fuck you to the world, the better it is. No more trying to seek their approval. How could anybody approve of you? How could anyone approve of you? What the fuck do they stand on? Because if they stand on their feet, that's not enough to approve of you. Right? To approve of you, they're going to have to cut their legs first. See that? If they got arms and they try to approve of you, cut your arm first. Then talk to me. Right? Anytime someone of power tries to talk to you, say first, roll the dice and take your power away. Then come talk to me. Then stand straight, motherfucker. Because you got nothing to stand on in front of me. Right? You got nothing to stand on in front of me. That would be your power. Your power would be if Superman got in front of you, he would become crippled right in front of you. And he would break down and he'd look at you like, what the fuck? And he'd say, now speak. Let's now speak. Whoever showed up in front of you, Galactus shows up in front of you. Suddenly he's got a cane and he's never been in that situation. They say, now speak. Right? Speak from my level or don't speak. Because you would never know what the fuck is going on. Now moving forward, I want you as one of the sharpest dressed people. You should be tatted like a motherfucker. Right? And your tat should tell your story. The story of miracles everywhere you go. Start reading about miracles that have happened in the history of the earth. People that just miracle after miracle. You have to have stories of miracles. That's what people need to hear from you. Because you're living proof of it. Right? If I speak about miracles, I'm speaking like that. When you speak about miracles, you're speaking like this. I'm a parrot of a miracle. You are the miracle. You get what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. What do you gotta say?
Speechless, brother. That's the power, man. That's the power putting into words. You know, when I talk about my fear, my biggest fear in his life is to not live up to my potential. A lot of people, I don't know if anybody actually reaches their highest potential in this life, which is fine for me. But as long as I know I at least got close or I'm moving towards it, that would be satisfactory enough for me to be on my deathbed and smile.
Hell yeah.
And feel like I've accomplished what I'm supposed to do. I have a feeling inside of me that will not fucking go away. Will not go away. And it's a feeling that I'm supposed to do something. And it's something huge. It's very, very fucking huge. And it's been eating at me for the longest time because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I know it's something I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I take leaps like this, and I don't know why I chose my bank account is shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason I just knew it was the right thing to do. I have $37 in my bank account right
Mm-hmm.
now. And I knew I had to come here. And every time I make these decisions that I'm so unsure about, information like this comes to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it awakens something inside of me every single time. And I can't fail.
Mm-mm.
I can't fail, and it's just the craziest thing ever. And I just continue to go throughout my journey, man. Man, I came here on the first night. Shit.
It's all good. Let it out, bro.
And I cried. I looked up at the stars, because stars don't show like that everywhere.
Yeah, right.
And I sat there, man, after, in the middle of my workout, and I cried. And the question that I would never ask myself, because I hate that question. I asked, why me?
Mm.
And it wasn't in a victim way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why am I put in this position of so much power? Why am I such a fucking power play, man?
Mm-hmm.
Why was I chosen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it, because a lot of times I don't feel like I deserve it.
Mm.
But deep down, I know I do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when that feeling comes back up.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, you have something you're supposed to do. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been eating at me, man.
Did we figure it out this morning?
That was the big piece to it.
Big piece.
That
That's
was
the next step.
big fucking piece to it, man. And when that fully happens, man, when that fully happens, that will be a big weight. I'm trying to move forward. I'm
Yeah.
trying to move up.
Yeah.
That a big piece of that fucking weight will be dissolved,
Yep.
and I'll be able to accelerate.
Yep.
And these pieces are just coming together, man. Like, I haven't been able to, well, for a while, I wasn't able to cry for a very, very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that ate at me.
Mm.
Because I was sad.
Mm-hmm.
I was sad. You mentioned, you said, I don't know what it's like to be in your position and not be angry. I'm very fucking angry.
You have a right to be.
I'm very fucking angry.
Yep.
I experience so much pain
Mhm.
every day. Every day. I don't know how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know how
I
I
understand
do it,
that, man.
But for some reason, maybe it's that feeling that I have that won't allow me to quit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are not worth my energy nowadays.
Ah, there you go.
You know, my dad, he talks to me sometimes, and once I realize that the person speaking to me, no matter who they are not seeking to understand my side, but just get
Mm-hmm.
get across their point, I become cold, and I see this now, why he gets upset at me, why my grandmother gets upset at me, because I turn stoic.
Yep.
I turn stoic. I become a stone face, and he's talking to me. We can be in a car, and he's talking to me, and once I have that realization, it just becomes me listening. He may not even get feedback, and it fucking eats him alive.
Yeah.
It eats everyone alive.
Yeah.
Because
They don't have access anymore.
Yeah, they don't have it's
Access denied.
denied.
Exactly.
Access denied.
Yep.
And that fucking eats away at people, and I see how my experiences have allowed me that, just that. I cannot be touched emotionally
Boom.
if I don't want to be touched.
Boom.
If I want to shut down the system. Everyone is fucking access denied.
Nice.
God himself is fucking access
He's the
denied.
first to be denied.
Yeah.
He's the first on the list.
And that's it, man. This is who I am. This is another piece of what I need to do. I need to communicate more 100% and stop giving a fuck
Mm-hmm.
about what society thinks. I really don't feel like I'm a part of society.
Nope. None of
That
us
shit
are.
disgusts me.
That's right.
People disgust me.
That's
man.
right. Say it.
And I'm just not fucking human anymore.
Nope.
I'm not. I'm something else.
Yep. This is the evolution of human. All of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And to be here, man, among you, among IMC, you're definitely not fucking human, man. Who the fuck speaks like you, man?
No one.
You know, anybody this morning would have been triggered. It started to come up in me when I said, you know, how would I talk to my grandmother because she's gonna
Yeah.
think this? And you was like, fuck that bitch.
Fuck
and
that
I
cunt.
was like,
Fucking
yeah,
cunt.
and I was like,
About his grandma. I know he loves her.
yeah, and I love her to death, man. I love her to death.
Fucking
but
bitch. He's holding you back. It's fucking cunt.
But
What's
the
on that
truth-
fucking- I know.
the truth outweighs all that shit. The truth is supreme to me. And I'll never stop seeking the fucking truth. This is why I learned from you. This is why I still learn from, you know, Frank Sorcery. That shit fascinates me because it's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to what's going on in this physical world right now.
I expect you to go out there and do that now. Okay, you have a big job. It's a job.
Yeah.
You have a post here. You have a
Yeah.
position. You got to go do. Now, were you planning on attending the boot camp online?
I'm fucking broke.
Yeah, but you're not broke. You're spiritually abundant. So if
Yeah.
it's a gift. If you like to take it, this boot camp is yours. Okay, and we'll go over it. Okay.
Okay.
And then I would like you to do a 30-minute talk in the boot camp. We're going to schedule it.
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
we
got a
can
lot-
schedule it in the
Yes.
program.
Yes.
All right, my brother. I have to get going. Okay, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.